What was what was the most memorable sort of experience that you've had when you first got to a coffee farm?
Yeah. So, yeah, I think if humanly possible, everybody should aim to visit a coffee farm. Like plan your holiday in Central America and go to a coffee farm. And then you can surf after,
Yeah.
you know? Because like when you go to a coffee farm and you see how coffee is picked by hand, you look at the cherries, you look at the weather, you look at the season. When do I pick the coffee? Like that's the first question. Like when is it ready? So you start looking at sugar levels. You can measure, you can squeeze the juice into a little instrument and you measure the bricks. And then you need to know as a producer, is the coffee good at 20 or 21 or 23 sugar level? So you need to know your material, your grapes, and what do you want to achieve with this coffee. You have someone like me, the coffee roaster, saying, oh, I want more sweetness.
Right.
So let them on the tree, maybe 1 week longer, 2 weeks longer, 3 weeks longer, but early enough for them not to drop or to be exposed to rain that may pop up in
Mm.
climate change. So the thing that impressed me most at a coffee farm, to answer the question, is really the handcrafted dedication and the sorting and sorting and sorting and the time it takes. And so when I came back from my first trip to Origin, I
Mm.
remember, and then I'm in the cafe on Auguststraße,
Mm-hmm.
and the beanbag drops, you
Right.
know, or someone wants
The
to
bean
clean the
spills.
grinder, yeah,
Yeah.
or someone wants to clean the grinders, like takes the hopper off and then forgets to
To
close
close
it.
it.
It's just like, "Shoo," and you're like, fuck.
No way.
It has a complete different meaning.
Right.
It's like so many
Because
people
you
touch so many
saw
times. Yeah,
exactly, you saw them handpick every single one, and you saw them go through all that tedious process of sorting them, processing them, and all this thinking of how many bricks of sugar should we do 1 week or 1 week less.
yeah. The care, like the people at Origin really care.
Mm-hmm.
They care about doing a good job.
Mm-hmm.
They want to be seen. They want to break out of this commodity chain, which we can go deeper in because it's quite
Yeah,
important.
sure.
But that's a whole episode, the
Mm-hmm.
commodity chain and how to break it.
Mm-hmm.
But then also the the connection, the emotional connection to the product and to deliver a good, and then in return also for that special treatment and for that special quality level, sorting to get a good price and to say like, okay, I did something great,
Mm.
pay me well.
Mm.
So, and then fast
Is
forward,
that yeah, sorry, is that where you sort of draw the line in compromise? Sort of, okay, look, I went here, I saw it firsthand, how much care was put into that, and now, I want to support these people. Is it kind of hard for you sometimes when you hear, oh, why are the prices hard or so high, or why,
I see what you mean. Look,
yeah.
at the end of the day, it is coffee is an emotional product,
Mm-hmm.
also because it connects so many people. The community at the source, the community in the cafe, the staff, our B2B customers, the people at home that are using the coffee, and it's a sensory experience. And so you're automatically emotional. So my goal is to deliver a cup that would impress you,
Mm.
where we would say like, wow, that's a great cup of coffee. I'm willing to pay more for it. I'm willing to brew it slowly. I'm willing to buy some equipment, and because I suddenly taste the difference. So that's the starting point. At the starting point, I run a cafe and I want to make you happy and I want you to come to me. So where do I get the stuff?
Yeah.
And how do I motivate the people to go an extra mile to give me this extraordinary, in my view, I mean, people have different tastes, but in my view, extraordinary coffee and cup of coffee, and how do I impress you with that? That's my goal. That's my whole motivation around it.
Has your motivation changed over time, or has it stayed the same? so far?
Yeah, it's weird. It's still the same.
Mm-hmm.
My job changed a lot over the years, and I'm going through phases where I don't like it
Mm.
because suddenly people only come to you to solve a problem.
Yeah.
But I'm so excited every time I'm connected to the product. So every time I remind myself, that I love coffee, and I posted it the other day because in Palma de Mallorca I saw the sign on the wall. I still love coffee. Dot dot
Yeah.
dot.
Yeah.
I still love coffee, and I'm doing all this for the sake of coffee.
Yeah. It's like you've gone through periods of time. There's this great saying which is passion comes when you follow your curiosity and you stick with it through thick and thin, right? Has it has it been for you? I mean, that
Well,
or was it love at first sight? How
yeah,
did you get into coffee? How?
yeah, okay, that question. Accidentally.
Yeah.
I was a heavy user,
Okay.
and I was open to change my life, my professional life, my career. And I was shocked how much I love serving people. I love it.
Yeah.
Because something is happening in that moment, especially when you're in food and beverage,
Mm.
and someone is coming and they are paying you for something that you did. Like I cooked something or I brewed a coffee and someone likes it and they're coming back for more. That's a huge compliment.
Mm. It's very fulfilling, isn't it? And like the feedback is immediate too,
Yeah.
because you have it right there. You prepared it, and they taste it, they see it, they compliment you.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
very fulfilling.
I find it hugely fulfilling. I was kind of shocked because also in many ways, very simple thing to do, but hospitality. And then I went, obviously it's now 15 years later, we went through like a huge pandemic, people like hiding in their flats, and then suddenly they were longing to be with the community again and to be in a cafe or in other places where they meet other humans. And I feel like that energy is really, I don't know, I guess, some people like hospitality, other people probably don't like it so much, but it comes with family and childhood, I guess. And so we always had an open door. My mother was baking and cooking, we had friends, big kitchen table. So for me, it's also part of my upbringing to spend time with other people and to be kind of like a host,
Right.
with house rules.
With house rules, yeah.
You need to take off your shoes, otherwise my flat is dirty. So you can't make a mess in my cafe or be like
Yeah.
really, really noisy and annoy other people. I would probably talk to you and say like, hey, can you keep it down? Or
Yeah,
don't put your shoes on my table.
Yeah, I think service without boundaries is servitude, right? You've got a really good point there. Is there, I mean, what would you think is the dream experience that you would want for someone to have when they walk into the barn, into a shop?
I want them, well, when they come to the barn, I want them to at least taste something different. Something that try something new. So if you're like, I don't know, whatever, a flat white person, you should try a hand brewed filter coffee black.
Yeah.
You don't have to like it, but you should try it because I think it's extraordinary. There's some sitting there, yeah. Do you think we can get another cup? Yeah,
I'll get a cup as well.
yeah. One more cup so we can drink together. Well, she took one. This is Joseph, by the way. He's
Joseph is the
Joseph.
magician
He's a
behind
magician.
the camera.
Yes, he's organizing another cup. Because we're drinking a coffee I would like to talk about today. I really, really like this producer. This coffee is coming from El Salvador, which, had huge issues over the decades, conflicts, hardships, drug mafia, whatever, gangs, and it's kind of like turning at the moment in another direction that for a lot of people is more positive. But coffee has been around for hundreds of years. So, and there's always been excellent coffee people in the centrals. So this coffee is coming from a person that I hugely admire, Mauricio. Everybody calls him Mo.
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 Why do they call him Mo?
That's
Secret.
the nickname. Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know. Probably since school.
Okay.
Moe. Mo.
I like it.
Yeah, is that a common short? No. It's
In
Mauricio,
Mauricio?
Mauri. Yeah.
I've heard Maori a lot.
So he's Mo, and he works. So with a lot of the producers that we are working with, there was a turning point. There was a moment when they said, like, I want to break out of the commodity chain. I don't want to deliver to communes or to big buyers. I want to talk about my product. I want to be known, similar to vineyards. I want to be known for the taste of my coffees. So they're breaking out. They want to be seen. I think that should be the motivation. Because a lot of people also ask, how do you choose producers you want to work with? And it's kind of mutual. You're like mutually attracted. Right. They're looking for someone to work well with their coffees, and we are looking for great coffee. So
it's like a trust type thing, isn't it too? I mean, if they're gonna go all the way to try and break out of the commercial chain, they also want someone who knows what they're doing and that they will take care of their coffee and respect it too, right?
Yeah, and they built a brand. They need to be economically sustainable. They need to make money. They need a premium for their coffee, for all this labor and intensive work that goes into each of the lots and micro lots they're producing. It's expensive. So also you need to think about your brand. What do you stand for? And in some countries like El Salvador, you have Cup of Excellence. So a lot of producers are putting their best lots into a competition. There's a big international jury, and then there are finalists, and then the top coffees will be auctioned off at a high price. So that's how they get attention, and I think it's an amazing concept. And Mo won Cup of Excellence at least 8 times, if not 10 times.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
8 times?
Yeah,
At
it's
least?
like
Wow,
the whole wall is full of the award frames. And then, of course, Mo is reaching out to people like Sasha from Australia, who was barista world champion several years ago, and others for them to use their coffee in competitions, but for them also to come and work with them on their farm and give them ideas what to do. So they need input, and they need someone to buy the coffees when they're experimenting. And Mo is doing that a lot. He's working a lot with anaerobic coffees, different natural processes. The farm is a dream for a German heart.
Yeah.
It's really organized. You can, you feel like you eat from the floor. It's like
very organized.
You see all the raised beds in different colors. Joseph, did you go to El Salvador tomorrow? Yeah, you went there. Yeah, the drying beds overlooking the valley. Yeah, but then also like different shades of pink, different processes, honey, the anaerobic barrels that he has with a valve on top. So really good anaerobic coffees.
Really a craftsman. I mean, really a master at his work.
Yeah, but
it's impressive.
Yeah, but then we are at times where prices are going up massively. When you have a lot of roasteries that are probably looking for improving their margins so they can cope with cost increases, it's a very, very tricky time where you need really, really strong relationships. And for us, for instance, in the last 18 months, coffee prices went up 30%, 40% in some regions. A lot.
Jesus.
Yeah. But that, from my perspective, is also justified and long overdue. It's just like coming all at the same time. So that's not very healthy. But definitely everybody at Origin needs more money to do a good job. Otherwise, we have shitty coffee. And for me and for the barn, we don't want that. We are at the other end of convenience. There is discounters, and those concepts are popping up anywhere around the world, not only in China, also in Berlin.
Right.
The coffee is cheaper, otherwise the business model doesn't work. And we are at the other end. We are quality. We are premium. We want our customers to have an experience, a memorable experience they won't forget. And so both concepts have a justification. The question is, who do you want to be? And for us, 15 years ago, we established these values and what do we stand for. And to date, they are like, you establish them in the beginning and you need to live them. And then 15 years later, they're still there. Like people working for us, they're coming to us because they want to work with these amazing coffees and they believe in what we are doing. And you can taste it. That's the good thing. So it's not a Mogelpackung, what we say in German.
What does that mean?
So it's not like cheating, like a nice bag.
Right.
That
nice
looks
from the outside.
Nice from the outside, but inside like hollow. Like our bags are more like simple on the outside and should really impress you on the inside. So I find that for us quite important. But now I'm sounding like I'm pitching, but I'm pitching. I don't have to pitch really. It's like it pitches for itself. Like each coffee should speak for itself.
I think, yeah, like you said, like you want for the cup to speak for itself, right? The product.
So
people to try it.
You've been drinking this.
Yeah.
Himalaya pineapple Bubon, natural processed. What do you taste? And I don't mean what's on the back. There are some flavor notes here that I also taste. They're the most dominant ones. There's often chocolate, sweetness of figs. We have that. We have some raisins, some dried fruits.
Go with raisins and dried fruits.
Yeah.
Stone fruits as well.
Yeah, right.
I also like the acidity on this one.
Yeah.
And the mouthfeel is quite nice as well.
Yeah. For me, we now have 75% naturals. We used to have 75% washed for flavor. The naturals over the years with the work with the producers became so much cleaner and more distinct that we have it as a preference because it's highly aromatic, lots of flavors, and the acidity is under control. So you can impress also people that are new to specialty coffee. And they would describe this cup as fruity, yes, but also sweet and not as uncomfortably acidic. You know, the acidity is needed. It's like fat on meat or butter in a cookie. You know, it transports the flavor and it gives the cup depth and structure for me. You know, when it's cold, it still has texture.
Yeah.
So we need acidity, but it can be low, medium, or high. And I would say this is more medium. Yeah. To me.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
yeah, I think it's a good Christmas coffee for this year.
I
no?
like it a lot.
Yeah. So Himalaya pineapple. That's one of the family farms, Finca Himalaya. And Mo is someone I really respect. And that is working with us also in terms of pricing to go through this big jump to stretch it out a little bit more over the next 24 months. So we are increasing, but not everything at once. You know, he understands the necessity of longevity and not to be too pushy and too greedy.
Right.
You know,
So would you say it's more of a long-term thinking rather than?
Yeah, totally. Also someone that wants to know where the coffee goes. It's important when you want to protect a brand. You can't sell to anyone, you know, you can't have that coffee popping up in a petrol station. You know?
Yeah.
So then people would not associate it with quality necessarily. So I think as a producer, you want to be really careful how do you call that? How to place your bets, who are your partners, are the roasters doing a good job, is the coffee presented in a good way? Yeah. So this one we just released. So harvest is usually November, December, January, February, March, depends on the weather. Then after picking, you know, you have drying 2-3 weeks on the raised beds. And then coffee stays in parchment, so there's still like a little skin or shell around the bean to protect it. And actually, we like the coffee to stay in that parchment for a few weeks until we want to export it or import it into Germany. So then you would clean it just before shipping. It goes into a dry mill, undergoes more sorting, and then it comes to Berlin.
What would you say is your favorite part when it comes to sourcing a new coffee and you are thinking long term and you want to protect sort of the integrity of it?
It's a really good question. I guess it's like dating someone you don't know before. If it works out, you follow your instinct, for sure. Taste, you know, what do you have in common? Interesting story, I went to Kenya, this is 7 years ago, when we bought more from exporters before, and we changed to going more direct to producers with export license. And so you always have someone on the ground that you can trust, you know, someone who knows the culture, how to do business, what to watch out for. And so I went on a trip and I visited my friend Mia from Norway. She used to be working for Dorman and then for Sukafina, Kenyakov, like big names in specialty coffee in Africa. And I said, like, look, I'm looking for new farm relationships. Can you introduce me? Do you have candidates that would suit me size-wise?
Right.
Do they want to change? Are they looking for longevity, like a long-term relationship? La, 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 la. And she said, like, yeah, okay, I've listed these 10 producers. We take you on a trip, a couple of days. And then when you meet people, she said, like, be careful. If they talk about money first, it's not the right relationship for you.
That is great. I like that a lot.
Because the money will follow the quality.
Yeah?
Yeah.
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 And so see if they're passionate, honest. They want to change, you know, they want to be different. And then go for that and then see what happens. So that's what we did. Yeah, it's good. One of which was Irene.
Irene?
From
Who's Irene?
Irene, single woman, farmer, 3 boys, husband died a few years before. So she was like doing the whole job with the kids. And so that's Ivory, the name of the farm, Ivory. So we debated that a lot. Can we use it? And we say, fuck it, if that's her name, that's her name. So Ivory, unfortunately, after 2-3 years into that relationship, that was really, really good, delicious coffee. 2 troubles. Number one is she had a brother-in-law who had part of the farm for himself, and he drank, and he didn't look after the farm. But he was pushing her to take his cherries and blend it into her cherries and give her money for it. So now you can see like the social structure.
Yeah.
And the pressure points that people have is something that we don't see. She defended and she got help from the exporter, you know, but that's difficult.
Yeah.
You have family that has a problem right next to you and is male in Kenya. So, yeah, go figure. You know, it's hard. So when that problem was solved with money to push him aside to keep the coffee clean and quality, unfortunately she died. And the kids were taking over, and the kids started going down the route of trying to get quick profit. So they were using fertilizers cheap from Tanzania that were horrible and used it. And just by using the wrong fertilizer, the coffee quality dropped by 6 points under 80. And everything tasted medicinal.
Oh no.
Metallic.
Yeah.
It was really, really horrible. So we said, like, look, we can't buy that, and there's a reason you destroyed it. And so then you have a debate of a whole nother dimension. It's also to do with trust, with values, protection of the farm. So unfortunately, we lost that relationship. Yeah.
Yeah. Was there another relationship that you lost that you were very sort of maybe sad about or upset?
Look, you need to see where coffee is being produced. It's not Germany or any, you know, how do I phrase that, country that has like a much stronger judicial like system
Yeah,
and
yeah.
protection and organization. There's a lot of tango.
Yeah.
You go 2 steps ahead and then it's like you drop back a few steps.
Yeah, yeah.
And you push again and you push again and you push again. So it's never a straight line. But it's definitely worth keep pushing for it, because like every producer that you have is valuable. They can produce something extraordinary,
Yeah.
and you just, the rest is kind of fate. It's their system, their culture. There's corruption. It's not always fair. Things happen. Political systems, in the way, or I don't know.
It's incredible how underappreciated coffee as a in and of itself can be. I mean, just hearing about these stories, right? Like, how much goes behind it? The lives that are behind it too.
Yeah,
It's unreal. I mean,
yeah.
really.
I mean, look, it's a huge commodity. It's something that the whole world drinks
Yeah.
like all the time. So there's also a huge range of commodity coffees. Like we are talking specialty coffee, and within specialty coffee, we are at the pinnacle. Like it's really distinct and detailed what we are doing, really to push the envelope and to open eyes and to change people's minds about the perception for coffee. So with every cup that we are serving, also talking about the baristas, they can fuck it up if they don't pay attention. They serve an espresso that's channeled, or not really dialed in,
pulled too long, too
yeah.
short.
Milk steamed wrong, like that's probably the most important people in this whole chain is the barista in the end, how to serve it.
I think people underestimate too, the difficulties or how complex coffee can be, and then also brewing coffee, right? I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's when you started off, you had the first barn shop, right? And you started serving people. You said that you really liked that. Was there ever a time where you thought to yourself, okay, this is where it's at. I gotta keep this train moving forward?
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. And you never really, like, it's really enjoyable. It's hard work. Hospitality is, to make it look easy, is hard. So it's a tough job. Sometimes we get applicants and I go like, I want to work in your shop. It looks so easy. I'm like, that's the craft, to make it look easy. Yeah. So then that's a compliment, But I find it gives you so much energy back. And I don't know, I find it really enjoyable. We even have people working for us that say like, look, I was sitting at home working at my computer or doing something online and I couldn't touch the product. I couldn't experience people, and I'm here because it's also therapeutical. I have a community here.
Do you remember maybe a message or something that someone has told you that really touched your heart? Them sort of thanking you or appreciating what you're doing.
Yeah.
Maybe that was a customer or a producer or someone close to you.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, especially on bar, in the cafe.
Yeah.
And I'm kind of driven back to that. Like I really miss my time at the bar and in the cafe, clearing dishes, speaking with people. It's not only like compliments, it's just sharing experiences and stories that people had a fantastic cup in this country or this in this city, and it tasted like this. You know, these moments, sharing of memories and experiences, I find really valuable.
It's very, very human, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
And you remember those, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I was at George Howell in Boston. Do you know? Yeah, I know George. Oh wow, I had this cup, you know, and it was like tasted like la 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 la, you know, and then all the flavors, and they go, and it's probably like 10 years ago, you
Yeah,
know, and they still remember that moment, and it makes life a lot more appreciative, I find, if that's a word. But I do recommend, look, I worked in finance before and I also enjoyed that. I had always great teams and people around me. But being in hospitality, I found is really, really rewarding. Of course, now running the company and at a different level, it's often complaints. But if someone complains, it's an opportunity to get better. And it's probably also an expression of, hey, I would have loved to enjoy this, but here are the reasons why I didn't. So they're coming from a good place, and for some reason they were disappointed. And we just need to make sure that this doesn't happen very often. But I find coffee people and people that coming to cafes are generally nice people. They're not coming to throw the croissants at you.
No.
They're coming because they want to have a good time. You know, they're attracted by something.
Yeah.
And it's more than the location, you know. It's not, oh, we're on the way to work, or oh, they like the barista or something, you know. It should be this whole concept. It starts with a vibe, of course, but
Yeah.
they should be addicted to this, to the coffee. They should come back for the product. That's my goal, anyway. So we drifted a little bit away from Mo and his farm. But it was really important when we choose the Christmas coffee, the team is involved and we say like, okay, what's fresh in season? What can we offer? What has festive flavors? You know, what's hitting those notes, but also like what story do we want to present? And we were really keen to have Mo on the list.
Do you get excited when you see, oh, we received a new delivery here?
Yeah.
Mo sent us something special. Now we get to cup it.
Yeah.
You get excited?
Yeah, I mean, I was there in February this year.
Okay.
So I cupped already.
Oh, over there.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So I'm not going every year, so this is not happening every year, but like when I do a cup at origin and I pre-select, then he's sending the offer samples. We usually get first pick. So if you see his coffee somewhere else, it's probably the ones that we didn't take. I'm not saying they're bad, but we have a chance to choose first. So that's good. Yeah, that's good. Like we want this, and not everybody wants what we want, but we have usually a Maracatura or a Pacamara from him as well. We buy a lot of pineapple Bubon, the one that's the Christmas coffee, because I really, really like it. And that particular coffee is resting in special wooden crates that he adopted from wine industry. And so it's kind of like, I find it really difficult to explain why it does what it does, because I'm not a chemist and I'm not a farmer. But if the coffees are fermenting and then also drying in, you know, under specific weather, sun, or even some of our farmers have mesh to protect from light, and like stockings, you know, they have different levels. So you can absorb 70% of the sunshine or 50% or 30%.
Wow.
And with that, you can like define the speed of drying.
It's incredible how inventive they are too.
Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, Los Pirineos is doing that. And Mo puts some of his coffees like in huge wine crates, like they're big. And so then the coffees, like they're sitting there for a few days and he's moving them and then he lets them out. So there's an element, I would say, for the things that are more at the core of the crate, there's almost like semi-anaerobic. But not anaerobic because it's not fully sealed from oxygen.
Yeah, exactly.
But it's kind of blocked more when you have it like that. And so it's kicking in the fermentation process and it creates this fruit flavor that's you described as dried
Yeah,
fruits.
yeah.
They're in this cup, and I found that incredible. You know, that's another level.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's craftsmanship.
So,
Craftsmanship. Why did we pick this one?
yeah. Why did we pick this one? Sweetness, texture. Yeah. 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 To be honest with you, every coffee deserves to be our Christmas coffee. But I think we wanted to feature Finca Himalaya and Mo. We needed a coffee also that has the sweetness and also the kind of winter spice, dried fruit notes that we like for December and for Christmas. Yeah, so I think we will reach a lot of people with this. Hopefully, it's a great gift, I find. If you don't know what to buy, yeah, I think with coffee you can't go wrong. It's a very easy. You can slip it into your bag when you go home, fly home, and then you have a great coffee at the Christmas time. Easy. Cool. I think that was really interesting. I hope we do this again.
Yeah, me too.
There's so many things we can go in more detail.
There's a lot to unpack, yeah.
Yeah, but it gives you a taste of what's coming. We can talk about processing, varietals, different countries, different soil. I don't know how to brew it. Brew techniques. You're probably better than me at that.
We can do one-on-one.
What's your favorite brew technique?
Brew technique?
Yeah.
Well, I do enjoy having a V60 every morning. It really is like a ritual in the morning.
Yeah.
So, V60s. I'm a huge Wash Kenya fan. That's my daily.
Really? Me too.
Yeah, you too?
Yeah.
I was going to ask you.
Yeah, I was drinking one at the moment. Yeah. Often I'm on a different one.
Yeah.
And I'm brewing 2 in the morning, so I'm quicker to go to the Kenya. Yeah. I love Kenyan coffee.
Yeah, me too. It's the perfect daily. It's just.
I think so too. Do you take it to work? Like, do you have like a flask, like a thermos?
I do have a thermos. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually bought it in our shops.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's really good. It holds it for very, very long.
Yeah.
But to be honest, no, I don't take it to work. I brew it at home, and then I get to work and I brew another one.
Oh yeah. I take mine to work, but I usually put the hot coffee into the thermos and I leave it open for 10 minutes.
Wow.
And then I have
Perfect.
Yeah, if I have it too hot when I open it.
No, you can't drink it.
I can't drink it.
You burn your mouth.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's a good tip. I'm going to steal that. 10 minutes.
Kind of 10 minutes. I mean, that's usually when I'm on the toilet but if I'm too long on the Instagram, it's like 20 minutes, you know.
Dude.
And then it's like, no, it's too cold. But I can still drink it. I love the coffee when it's cold also. It's just in the morning, it's nicer to have it at the right temperature.
Do you also like very funky coffees too?
To be honest with you, not in the morning.
Yeah. No.
I need something easy.
Yeah.
Like if you would be super nerdy and you say like, coffee speaks to you, then I'm like, it's too many questions in the morning.
Yeah, true.
Who am I?
Yeah.
What is this? Is it infused? I hope not. Why is it cinnamon?
It can really be too much, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes, yeah.
Do you like infused coffees?
I've had one, and I thought it was actually quite nice, but it's definitely not like a daily thing. I mean, maybe on my birthday.
Okay.
What's your birthday coffee?
Kenya.
Just
another day. Yeah.
Do you not celebrate your birthday?
Well, I do.
Okay.
I do. Yeah,
no.
and I'm not I'm not ignoring it.
Okay.
I tried to ignore it once,
Yeah.
and I knew on the day it was a mistake. I realized late morning, and I called my friends, I said, you have to come this evening, I can't be alone.
Wow.
And then they all came, and we had a little picnic on the carpet, everybody brought some stuff. but I really want to be surrounded by friends or family at my birthday. I think it's important.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Thank you so much.
Thank you. That was cool. Cheers.